Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Mini Motorways, a strategy simulation game about managing and building the road network of a growing city. Sounds a bit familiar. It's gonna look very different to a lot of what I've played before, though. And let me tell you something. This game is my new addiction. I've been playing it every single day for several hours a day. It's stopping me from getting other things done, and I'm so okay with it because it's so much fun. It's just so much fun. There's a bunch of maps in Mini Motorways. You've got LA, Beijing, Tokyo, that one, Moscow, Munich, Zurich, Manila, Rio, Dubai, and Mexico City. But there's also something in this game that I love more than all of those, and it's the fact that there are daily challenges and weekly challenges. Now, I've already recorded a video on this week's weekly challenge. This challenge, by the way, went live on, what date is it? The 2nd of August, 2021. So I don't know when this video is going out, but this video is going out sometime after that. I've already done that, and that video will go live at some point. But that was the first video that I recorded with this sort of face cammy thing that I've got going on. So I figured I would sort of do things in reverse and have this one be the first episode of Mini Motorways here on the channel. Also, in case you're curious about what I'm pointing with, this is a beard comb. I talk with my hands a lot, and I like to point at things when I'm doing it. I do it all the time, even when cameras aren't on, so I have like a thing. I'm poking at the screen with the beard comb because I can. Also, you can play this game with one hand, so beard comb in one, mouse in the other, and we are good to go. Now, what sets the daily challenges and the weekly challenges apart from the regular game is that there are modifiers, or mutators, if you will. In this case, for Zurich, we have two. We have the whole lot, which means we're going to start with 4 tunnels, and no further tunnels are going to be offered, and then we have double the number of roundabouts being awarded. Now, that probably means nothing to you right now if you don't know what this game is, but don't worry. That's why I'm here. I'm gonna explain everything. This is the game. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna hit space and I'm gonna pause and then click the little timer in the top right so you can see the time controls. Basically, the whole point of this game is to connect this little building at the bottom, which is a house, to this building up here on the left, which is a destination. I call this one a shop or supermarket or something like that. There's round ones, which have higher demand, that I call skyscrapers. But basically, the whole idea is to connect this guy to that guy via a road. A bit like that, except a little bit neater. And then just let the game run, and cars are going to go out. And the demand at each destination is marked by these little sort of waypoint markers. So a car comes in, he deals with the demand, and then he heads off home. And more demand will pop up at some point, and the other car down here will head up and do his thing as well. Now, you might notice we have got another house down here. We can just go ahead and rotate that guy and connect him to the road like that if we really want to, or I can angle him like that and connect him in a bit of a less pleasant looking way. It's me though, so I'm going to connect it in the nicer way, even though it uses the road tiles that I have down here at the bottom, which, by the way, I also have bridges, or a single bridge, available, and I have 4 tunnels. Now, the interesting thing with those, and I can sort of demonstrate, is I have 4 tunnels. That's not 4 tunnel tiles. The tiles are the road tiles, so each little section of road is a tile, whereas the bridges and tunnels are the whole thing. So that's 1 tunnel using however many road tiles that is, but we'll get away from that. I'm going to pause for a second because we have work to do here. We have another bit of demand. We have another color of building, which means that the pink houses on the left, I don't know if I'm pointing to the left based on where the camera is, but the pink houses on the left need to go to the pink destination on the right. But it looks like they're going to need to overlap, or, and I'm going to hate myself for doing this, I could do something like that. And that looks stupid, right? It's a bit unrealistic. It's a bit dumb looking perhaps, but the reason I want to do that is because it keeps traffic apart. It means that the blue vehicles aren't going to slow down the pink vehicles, and the pink vehicles aren't going to slow down the blue vehicles. I can speak, I swear. That's the whole point of the game, right? This number in the top right next to the time, that right there is my score. That's how many commuters have made a journey, and that is what I need to get higher. So stopping traffic from backing up like crazy and going a bit nuts is the whole point of the game. And if you've watched this channel for a while, you'll know that's an interesting challenge for me, of all people, to take on. So It's a bit weird that I've got addicted to this, but I love it so much. Oh, we've got a third color popping up already. That's actually kind of surprising at this stage of the game. But how many road tiles have I got? 14? That's actually okay. Let's just go ahead and do something simple like that. Just connect those together, let them head out and do their thing. And it's now the end of week 1. At the end of every week, you get to choose some upgrades. So in this case, I can get another bridge or I can get 2 roundabouts. I'm going to be honest, I want the 2 roundabouts, even though the bridge, well, I'm probably going to regret doing that. I'm probably going to want that bridge at some point, but we've got 2 roundabouts and that's what I've committed to. That's what I'm sticking with. And, yeah, I'm going to regret that. I know I'm going to regret that decision. And this is why I needed the extra bridge, because I knew something like that was going to happen and the game isn't going to give me one for free. Okay. All right. Because that's a problem. So what I'm going to need to do is take out that section of road completely. Now, you'll notice it's turned a sort of light gray color. That's because vehicles are still using these roads. So I will only get those road tiles back and the bridge back when vehicles have completed their journey. So what I need to do is wait. And then when this guy gets back to his house, I'll start getting those road tiles back. Like you can see, I'll get the bridge and now we can try and figure this out. So this isn't going to be a very pleasant looking bit of construction here. That's just going to have to kind of be the way of it. So it's going to be a bridge that goes a bit like that. And then this guy can go a bit like that. You guys can go a bit like that. And, yeah, we're going to have to connect you. Well, this is where the roundabouts are actually going to probably come in kind of useful. Let's bring this down a bit and go there. Connect this guy at the top of the roundabout. You guys at the left there. Bring this guy sort of down and across. So that, you know, helps these blue guys a little bit. But I also need to sneak through there. So these guys, regardless of having, you know, the roundabout, they're not in a great spot. But that's kind of all I can do right now. So these guys can head out and do their thing. They can go to this guy on the right. They can go to the one at the bottom, and that's fine. That's just the way things are going to have to be. Hopefully, I can get more bridges at some point. Hopefully, I can get something better than a bridge, because the game's called Mini Motorways. There are motorways in the game, and they're so useful to have. I don't have one right now, though, so let's just take the bridge. Motorways, they can cross anything. They can't cross mountains, but they can just cross over all the buildings, and it's so useful. Now, that's not useful. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little bit less useful. What way do I want to do this? What way do I want to do this? I mean, I guess I could do something like that, so we can have you guys kind of come straight down to that factory if I really wanted to, which is probably not the worst thing in the world. This guy, I could sort of sneak out and kind of around like that. Or I could do another bridge. I don't have another bridge. I need that bridge back first. I kind of, oh, that's not so bad. I can do this, right? Oh, okay, let's pause for a second because interesting things have happened. So this guy on the right has just turned into a circle. That means he's a skyscraper, which means he's going to have more demand for vehicles. That's both good and bad. It means that the game's progressing, and that's cool, but more demand for vehicles means more vehicles, and that's not something I'm thrilled about. So hopefully this roundabout can hold up. I'm also thinking that I don't know if we need this connection down here, because what I could do is just sort of turn these guys around a little bit, take that out and connect them over something like that, or something like that. And I'm tempted to do that, to be completely honest, because it means a little bit less traffic on this roundabout up here, potentially. I mean, there's going to be a lot going back and forth, but there's going to be a lot regardless. So I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of a little... Well, actually, I've just thought of something. I have tunnels. So why don't I just do a tunnel that goes something like this? So bring this guy up here and sort of around like that. And then disconnect Can I do this? Can I do this? I don't know. I mean, I can, right? I can sort of bring you guys around there. So bring you down. Yeah, so just do that. And then disconnect this guy. So all of the pink houses are heading to the same destinations, right? So that's good. And then there's 2 blues for this one in the middle and 2 blues for this one on the left. I don't know that this is a good idea, but it's what I'm going for. It's what I'm doing because I imagine it's potentially going to help us a little bit. It also means I can take that roundabout back, which I kind of want to do because I can use that for something else. Oh, no, that's interesting. We have a white shop down here at the bottom. So let's have a little fun with this. Let's just do that. Something plain and simple. Nothing to really worry about there. Hopefully we get another little white house down here at the bottom as well. So that thing's always going to be dealt with. It seems that the pink is doing just fine. Although I will say that ooh, roundabouts are road tiles. Roundabouts are road tiles. I want road tiles. I want the road tiles. We do have pink houses up at the top right there as well, which honestly would probably be kind of useful to connect to some other things. So as much as I don't want massive overlap, I'm really tempted to do that and just to see what that maybe does. Although I don't think I need them, because here's the thing. I think skyscrapers, as long as the vehicles aren't too far away and there's not too much traffic, skyscrapers are generally okay with 3 houses servicing them. And then I think the shops are generally okay with 2 at a bit of a distance. We have 5 houses up here dealing with 1 shop and 1 skyscraper. So I think we're okay. I think I can actually just get rid of that and not really bother with it. That's a bit of trouble. Well, it's not trouble. We have tunnels, but that's an interesting place for that. Let's wait a second, because that's what I was waiting for, the second house to spawn. And that means I'm going to need to move this road. So this road needs to go more like that. This guy is going to come up and sort of go at an angle and cut through the mountain there. And that'll be okay. That's fine. I can't go any lower right now. The map will gradually zoom out as time goes by. But right now, we're kind of just bound by what we're bound by. I'm also going to make that a bit more of a kind of sharp turn there, just to see if we can get a few more buildings into that space. I also kind of need that tunnel back. I want to change that layout ever so slightly. So there we go. Okay. Well, that is a place that is a place for that to exist. We'll bring you over up and like that. We'll connect you there. And what is that? That's, ooh, we can get a motorway. Yes, please. So that's going to be, I forgot to write pause. We're getting a lot of things happening very quickly. We have 2 blue houses with the 1 blue at the top. We have 3 blue houses with the 2 blues kind of left and right. And then we have a new pink shop at the bottom with 3 pink houses in the top right. Now, I mentioned motorways can't go through mountains. So what I could do here is one of 2 things. I could bring a tunnel through that mountain and then do a motorway, or I could save on a tunnel and I could do something a bit like this. Bring that to that spot, I guess. It'd be nice to bring it a little bit further down. I'm not going to lie, because I'd like to go, yeah, about there. Well, about there. That's a lot of road that I'm using to make this happen, but my thinking is if I use a motorway, I can start here, so you click and drag it out, and then just drag it down, and then connect it. And suddenly we have a connection that covers houses and roads and all that stuff for that new pink building at the bottom of the map. Everything should be fine. It should work okay. And it only needs 2 houses connected to it as well, so we'll just do the 2 for now. We'll save on those extra road tiles. Hopefully. Very big hopefully. It might not cope, but we'll see. Because that is a bit of a distance that they have to cover. And then we get another new blue shop at the bottom of the map. That is annoying. is what that is. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I didn't want to get rid of that motorway, but apparently that's what we're doing. I'm going to turn these guys all around. I'm going to bring a road down like this. And that means that these 3 houses are now dealing with those 3 shops. So we kind of need to get our hands on more of the blue houses. We really do need more of those. So hopefully 1 or 2 will happen to pop up. It'd be nice if they did. We also kind of need to get that motorway back so I can replace it because I accidentally deleted it. There we go. So you go there and you go there. And then we have white at the top of the map. That's bad. That's really bad because we don't have any connection for it. We've got nothing. The best I could do would be, oh man, that, and that right now. So those white houses here can sort of slink around up to that space, but that's going to be terrible. Oh man. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Not one bit. That's not good. That is not good. That's way too much overlap, but it's what we're dealing with. Give me those extra road tiles. I think we're going to be pretty grateful for them. And I think we're going to be dealing with this overlap. We've also got another blue house in here, so, and a blue skyscraper on the left, another blue house there, so that's fine, I guess. Getting a lot of blue houses, honestly. I'm not complaining about it because, again, blue skyscraper means blue demand, but oh, that's rough. That's a rough place for a yellow house to pop up, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's just in the wrong place. I kind of need it on the other side of that road. I need them in here. Maybe we'll get more. There is a chance that we'll see more yellow houses pop up in that space, but there's a chance we won't as well. It could pop up down here. I can block that. I can put roads in there to block houses from spawning, but it's a bit of a risky game is what that is. So we'll see how that goes. If things start getting a little bit rough, we might need to connect that and create a bit of a crossing, but hopefully we don't need to. It's okay though, because at the end of week 6, we can get another motorway, which doesn't really help me because I've got 2 places that need 2 separate sets of motorways. I need these white houses to connect to that guy in the top left, and I need these yellows to connect to the one on the top right. I don't know what way to do that though. I mean, I do. I can do it. I just, this whole setup is just so messy right now, and it's bothering me because I don't like that it's messy. But we can do a little something like that. We can actually do something quite neat. We can do that. So a straight shot up to that that other white shop is totally an option. This guy can connect through there, and that's okay. So that gives us all of those white houses connected to that same system. That's fine. Yellow is not fine though. Yellow is having issues, and I'm not thrilled about it. Now, I'm being a little bit dramatic. I am. I mean, shocker, it's me. I could, if I really wanted to, do this. You know, not that exactly, but I could do that, right? So what we can do is have yellow vehicles from the bottom if they're needed. Go ahead and take that tunnel to get to the yellow skyscraper, and that's fine. But to be honest, the 2 yellow houses so far are doing fine with the skyscraper, so I think until we start seeing major problems, I'm just gonna hope for the best, is what I'm gonna do there. All in all, everything is doing okay at this stage. We've not even got 500 commuters though, and we've just got another blue skyscraper. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Because we have 3 blue buildings in the top left that aren't connected to anything. Now, admittedly, I could take that same idea of a giant tunnel and connect it to everything. And I don't want to do that, but it feels like that's what I'm going to have to do. So giant tunnel it is, I guess. We still have a tunnel left after this. So yeah, giant tunnel, something like that. I don't know if that's kind of maybe dumb looking, but it's what we're going to do. Because I think we are going to need it. We are going to end up with quite a bit of demand. And dealing with that is going to be important. Because otherwise, we're going to fail. Because if any of these buildings, if the demand gets too high, we're done. A timer starts, and I hate the timer. And then it's game over. So far, so good. End of week 7, we can get more roundabouts or more bridges. I am going to take a bridge because we might need one at some point. We also got another greenhouse up here in the top left, which has me a little bit curious about what the game's thinking right now, because that could be a whole thing, is what that could be. That very much could be its own whole thing at some point here, but we'll see. What I am also interested to see is the fact that there's so many blue vehicles using that tunnel, using this roundabout. There's a lot of blue traffic, but the good news is that it is still on its own system. There's nothing interfering with it, so that's fine. Although seeing a blue house pop up there is a little bit of a worry as well. I'm not sure how to feel about that. I'm getting paranoid, man. This game is getting to me. It's really getting to me. Oh, we have green on the far left. That's actually okay. That's totally fine. We have 43 road tiles, so we can just go straight down like that and straight over like that, and everything's fine. I am noticing that the yellow skyscraper at the top right is starting to get a lot more demand. So what I'm going to do is my giant tunnel idea, essentially. I'm going to just do something like that to connect to it. That'll save me some road tiles as well, doing it at that angle. We're also seeing more red houses pop in the top right, which makes me think we're probably going to see more of those show up at some point. But I think what we'll do is just take more roundabouts and more road tiles, and so far so good. I should mention, you can absolutely play this game without trying to keep everything separate. But for the most part, the strategy and way to sort of get success, I find, and it seems to be the way to get to the top of the leaderboards as well, is to keep everything as separated. Oh my God. Keep everything as separated as you can. And as I say that, the game throws me the biggest curveball it could have thrown me. Okay, we have one tunnel. No, we have no tunnels. We're gonna have it connect. It's gonna overlap with green. Blue and green are about to overlap a little bit here. And then connect through there. And that should be okay. Actually, no, I kind of need that bridge. I was going to say I could take a bridge out and around and not do that, but I need that bridge right now. So I can't do that. The blue and green overlap is going to exist, which means this road and bridge needs to go away. I needed that tunnel. There wasn't a bridge there, but I needed the tunnel. That road and tunnel is going to go away. What I'm going to do is this. Not quite that. Not quite that either. This. That's the biggest road I've ever built in this game, I think. But I think that's about what I have to do. You know, I think that's maybe kind of the only choice that we have right now. That's going to pull some of those vehicles down, which is not exactly ideal, but we're going to have to deal with it. And I'm also going to try something a little bit cheeky here. I'm going to bring this guy down like that, up in there and across, because what that's going to do is it's going to let these guys support that upper skyscraper, and some of these guys sort of filter out to support the buildings kind of further down. So yellow is going to be messy here for a second, but eventually it's going to be okay. That's a problem. Oh my God, the game is getting a little bit chaotic right now. Hold on. Oh, hold on a second. We don't have another motorway, do we? No. Okay. Let's do this. And then I need to bring a road down here. Right? I need that, which means I need a roundabout there. And then I want a roundabout there. And I want to do this. So that's going to have overlap. Yellow and blue are going to overlap for a little bit there, but that's fine. I mean, it's not, but it's going to have to be. It's going to have to be fine. That can connect in there. That can connect straight over, I guess. I'm not so sure about this. I am not so sure about this at all. Some of these layouts are going to be a little bit rough, but that's as good as I think we're going to get. So those are going to overlap. It's going to be a lot of yellow heading out to this building on the left, which the timer started on it, which is bad news. Oh no. That's a white skyscraper now. Okay. That's potentially trouble. I think this timer on the left is going to be okay. We've got more yellow popping up in the middle there, which is not great, but I think we're doing okay. Give me more road tiles. We got blue ticking away down here. I can get rid of that roundabout. I don't need that anymore. Oh boy. Right. I don't think we're going to be able to, oh man. We have so much going on right now. Turn you that way. Turn you that way. Actually, just keep you the way you were. No, actually do that. We'll turn that way. I'm trying to like shorten the length of the turns that they need to take. That should be okay. This guy at the top is fine. We got blue up here that's not doing anything. We have a lot of blue up here not doing anything, and I don't have another bridge right now. It's also only Tuesday, so we're quite far from the end of the week. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Although that should be fine. That skyscraper shouldn't really be an issue. I don't think. We got a blue timer in the bottom right. That's a bit of a worry, but I think we have enough blue vehicles that can maybe get down there. Maybe. I think they're taking a minute to adjust. This is cutting it close, man. We have so many white vehicles down here at the bottom as well. I hadn't even noticed those. Okay. Right. Here's what we're gonna do. And this might be a little bit sketchy, but I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm wanting to try and connect these guys like that. I don't like that, but it's maybe what we're gonna have to do. I want to try and connect these in such a way that well, the roundabout doesn't look, I mean, that looks ridiculous, but it's probably fine. I'm gonna connect them like that because I'm just going to. There's no because about it. I'm just gonna connect them like that. That'll give overlap down here, but these white cars can hit the roundabout, go straight across, get into this system with the other white vehicles, and hopefully help things out a little bit. You know, hopefully take some of that stress and strain off of the system. Hopefully. That's a very big hopefully, but it's hopefully what they're gonna do. We're above 1,000 commuters right now. That's not really where I'd like to be. I'd like 2,000, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. Another motorway. Okay. What can I do with another motorway right now? I don't really know. We have another blue house there. That's great. Yellow is doing fine. Mostly. Yeah, yellow's doing fine. It's the white and the blue that's struggling the most. Another bridge would have been really useful, but I didn't get that. I got a motorway. What can I do with another motorway? We have a direct shot from sort of this cluster of white buildings in here. But I'm almost wondering if getting rid of the overlap wouldn't be a terrible idea. And what I mean by that is let's try something here. Let's do that, right? and let's bring a motorway from here that goes the entire length of the map here, right? So, well, not the entire length, but a pretty decent chunk of the map. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get rid of that motorway. And that means that these white houses, these 4 will deal with that one skyscraper, and they should be able to. That shouldn't be a problem for them. I'll also change the orientation of some of these a little bit, but they should be able to deal with that. This road can go away now. And I mean, I can put another roundabout. Well, I can't put it right there, but you can get the idea. Essentially, I'm going to do that, right? Essentially, I'm going to have that kind of connection, and we're going to see how that plays out. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. I really don't, but I'm just going to have that overlap with the white vehicles going onto that road, and we'll see what kind of impact that necessarily has. It's certainly going to slow down some of the yellow vehicles, which I'm not thrilled about. So let's actually just change that orientation slightly, because I actually don't want the yellow vehicles being slowed down too much by crossing traffic. But that seems to have helped us a bit. That does seem to have helped us. I could use some traffic lights. I'm not going to lie. That is something I'd like the game to throw at me right now, because I could set them up in that junction. But we don't have any, so that's fine. We're just going to have to deal with not having traffic lights right now. Never thought I'd say that. I hate traffic lights in this game, and I'm useless at them in City Skylines, but here we are. Getting more timers as well. Blue is really struggling, man. I need to pause. Oh boy, why is blue struggling so much? Is it just... It's just sort of overlapping traffic, isn't it? Okay. Right, here's what I'm thinking. We don't need that road right there, because there's more than enough blue buildings in the top left to deal with that one skyscraper. So that entire stretch of road can go. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue buildings here. So that's 14 vehicles for the skyscraper and 2 shops. That should also be enough. I think sort of consolidating the directions and all that the blue vehicles are going might help us out a little bit. It might be too late. It really might be too late, especially for this one on the bottom right. I'm thinking it probably is too late, but it's worth giving it a shot, you know? It's definitely worth giving it a shot here. In fact, we can really throw one last kind of ditch effort at it here by doing something like this. Just a giant motorway, the entire sort of length of the map down to there. That's make it or break it, you know? We'll send all those blue vehicles down. I don't know if they're going to get there in time to help with that timer. I don't think they are, man. That was kind of close. Pause. We're going to pause. We're going to do traffic lights. They're going to go, they're going to live here. And that's fine. Oh man. This is really cutting it close. I don't like this. We can get rid of this, right? We can get rid of all of that. We can get rid of that connection because we don't need it anymore. We can get rid of you because it's all the same traffic. And connect that up and around. Let's see what happens here. I don't know that we can save this. I don't think we can. I don't think we have enough traffic to come down here and save this. I think we might be, we're sunk. That guy's done it. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. 77 days, 1,422 commuters. Looking at the whole thing, it's a mess. 1,422 commuters puts me at 1,858th on the leaderboards. I'll take it. That's fine. That's respectable, I think. I would like it to be higher. It's not quite my high score on LA, but that's fine. It's fine. So that's it. That's Mini Motorways. That's what the game's about. That's how it plays. It can be a bit of a challenge, but it's really addictive, especially with daily challenges kind of bringing you back every single day. It's something I didn't expect to enjoy. I didn't play Mini Metro, which was made by the same developers as this. So this came out of nowhere for me. I know it's something that a lot of people have been playing recently. I say recently as in July. I didn't touch it until like a week or two after everybody else. It's so good. I absolutely adore it. There will be a link to check out this game in the video description. There will be a link to all my socials down there. If you're new around here, do consider subscribing. If you enjoyed the video, then leave a like on the video. It would be appreciated, and comments as well. And if you didn't like it, then dislike and tell me why. I'm certainly open to criticism and getting better and all that kind of stuff. But thank you very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.